Hey people, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, Heidi's Road to Happiness. Heidi here. Hey, I'm telling you, today I am flipping happy. I'm starting to get too happy for some people. Some people are looking at me a little weird because I'm freaking full of piss and vinegar. So, I'm here, I'm full of me, the power of me. This is the power of you. You are the strongest thing you have. You are the most powerful thing in your house, in your life, and in your heart and in your mind, because you can make anything happen. I am proof of that. That is so good. This channel is doing so much for me. I'm hoping it's going to do a lot for you, because this is not the person who was sitting here 7 months ago. This is, like I said last week, transformation, people. I'm here. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I talked about the website, right? I had a meeting with a website designer, and I told him my vision, my thought process, and what I wanted to accomplish. And he was very helpful, and he said, okay, so to do this professionally, right, and in mind with what you want, the cost would be in between 10 to 15,000. And I was like, what? Now, I didn't realize that could be that intense and that, holy crap. So here we go, people. I started looking for grants, right? Thinking, okay, we can maybe get a grant, get something. I went to Paro, nothing from Paro, because, you know, the COVID, a lot of people tried to get grants for different things, to start things, and you know, kudos to them, because they were trying to do something outside their own regular box. But there's nothing left out there for that kind of thing. So I'm like, okay. Now, you know, I do have Eli upstairs, okay, and I'm not sure if he's fully into that kind of a thing, and I didn't really talk to him about it seriously. So, you know, I'm thinking, and I approached him, and I'm like, okay, Eli, this is what I want to do. This is what I need. This is how I want it to intertwine, and then bring this in from over here and have that from here. And he was just like, wow, I would love to be a part of that. So I have my guy. I have my tech guy, right? So now I'm like, holy shit. All these things that I've been thinking, all the stuff in my head, the power of Heidi, can come true. Because I'm paying somebody to do the job, to do the work. But it's not going to be no 10 to 15,000, thank goodness. And I'm really excited about it, like to the point of I want to pee. So excited, okay? Now, last night we sat down. Last weekend, Jeannie and I did some rehearsing. I was in my pajamas. She kind of was in hers too, because we weren't planning nothing. And every time we rehearse, I tape. Okay, every time we rehearse, I tape, because I want to hear it, see where we are. Like, we're two old broads who haven't sang in, like, for real in a long time. And we're very critical of ourselves and each other, but we do it with kindness and love and laughter. And I appreciate that, okay? Because that's closeness. That's, you know, that's love. That's a connection. And we can do that. So it's out there. I put it out on Shorts. I don't think I should have yet, because I don't have the music shit rights for it. But that's okay. It will be what it is. I put it out on TikTok, and I put it out onto Facebook. So if you want to see, now that's Jeannie and I doing Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. I don't care. So Irene, if you're listening, go check it out. It's the first time we ran through it with any kind of a guitar or for real. It's our first time rehearsing it. And that's what we came out with at the end of that. And I shared it because it was full of love and laughter. And it was funny. I had fun. It was cute. I put it out. Go look for it. But what I'm saying here is the power of you, okay? You are your own holdback when it comes to what you want to do. So I had that meeting, and it was good, okay? Now, I've been healing myself a lot, and I've been sharing a lot of it with you, you know. And I still, to this day, look back at all the things that I went through, okay? All the things that I had in my life. The sadness, the madness, the anguish, the anger, the good stuff, the bad stuff, all of it. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. Because out of all that, what I got is me, this person right here. And this person has, like I said, so much to say, so much knowledge to give, so many places where maybe you can look at yourself from a different perspective and find the true you, the person you've been hiding all these years. Because I'm sure we have, in our own way, hid ourselves away from our own and other people's reality. Now, when I start to get close personally and historically, when I start to get close to something I want, a dream, something that I'm excited about, I will start to overanalyze. Skeeters. I will start to overanalyze, right? And this is where I now become my own worst enemy, because I am the queen of self-sabotage. I am the queen of chaos to be created, because there's none happening right now, and I'm quite used to having that chaos. Now I've come a long way with that, but in the past, this is what I would do. So I started overanalyzing. I found myself overanalyzing. Now I'm getting sad, right? Because I'm going, holy shit. I'm driving one day, and I'm thinking it's Thursday. Okay, this is how this all began. I'm driving, I'm happy as per, and I'm thinking it's Thursday, and I find out it's Wednesday. And I'm mad. I'm mad. Like, that pissed me off, because I wanted to get to the weekend, because I got stuff to do, right? So that kind of pissed me off. So I was mad. And then I realized that, maybe I'm taking on too much. I got 9 hours a day. I got a channel already that I'm doing, and I want to start another one, and I want to start another one, and it's underway. I mean, I can make that happen, like, right freaking now. It's starting to happen. And I'm like, wait a minute. That means I've got to put in this much more effort, this much more money, this much more, and I'm like, because I'm going to do it, right? I'm doing it. I'm passionate about it. I told you, when I'm passionate about something, look out. I'm my own worst enemy. But this time, I don't think I'm pushing myself. I'm making myself do things. I'm making myself live my dream, see my vision, follow it through. Not just talk the talk. Not just pretend to walk the walk. I'm freaking doing it. 6 months ago, I couldn't say I could do that. I was so tired. I was so, I just come through a lot. And I keep forgetting that shit, people. Okay? So, let's be realistic. 2017, I crawled on my boss's desk and I was screaming at him. Screaming at my boss. Crawled on his desk. People should have said, something's wrong with Heidi. What's going on? But no, Meanwhile, I was headed for the first nervous breakdown, okay? Because I'm just so stressed. So I had the first nervous breakdown. Okay, well, there you go. Now I'm all like, okay, now I'm in a place that I've never been. I'm scared of everything right now. Like, everything. Someone knocked on the door. Kira and I were home, and I fell to the floor. Like I'm going to be shot or something. Like, honest to God, down to the floor. And I'm like, someone's at the door. She's like, yeah, I know, Mom. It's probably just whatever. I'll go check. No, don't check. See what's going on. I was freaking out. It was just somebody delivering something, like a basket, because, I had a nervous breakdown and I'm at home. Somebody cares. They're sending me a package. I'm thinking, this is not good. I'm like, who am I? What's going on? Like, I lost myself so bad back then. Then I had the second nervous breakdown. Why did I have the second nervous breakdown? Because of the healthcare system and the way it goes. Okay, and when we start having podcasts, because that's coming next, we'll be talking about that. I'm telling you. So I have the second nervous breakdown because I'm on short-term disability through my work. In order for me to get to long-term disability, I need to have a meeting with a psychiatrist. And she's got to do her job and send in her paperwork. Well, somewhere, my paperwork got lost on her desk. So I went with no money for 10 weeks, no money. Not knowing when it was coming through, not knowing anything. And I was just, I live with my kid. I got to support this child. This is like, mind you, she was, 18, 19. But hang on. I got to pay rent. I got to eat. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it just kept going on every week after week. And I'm like, where does she live? Because I'm going to go sit on her step. Where's her office? Because I'm going to go sit in front of her desk. Where do I need to go? So, that was the second nervous breakdown. And there's lots to know about that. I'm going to talk about that a lot because there were so many similarities that was happening to me that I inadvertently put through to Hugh, or that happened to Hugh because of me, and I feel bad about that. And we'll talk about that. That's real things, right? The real stuff. But anyway, so I finally get the money, from, and it's a chunk, thank God, because I had to pay everybody. I was borrowing. My landlord stuck up for me with the company he worked for because I was going through this because they wanted to evict me. This is heavy shit. And it's because of the healthcare system that I did not get what I needed. So I didn't have to have that second nervous freaking breakdown. So now I go into the hospital with the second freaking nervous breakdown. And my kid and I, we have learned to laugh in the face of anguish and extreme intensity because we don't know what to do anymore, right? So we laugh when we should be crying. And we get shit from the psychiatrist in the hospital because we're not dealing. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, So I get to go home. And in the meantime, divorce is happening, paperwork's coming, lawyers, all kinds of shit. Hugh is hurting. He's hurting. And he, rightfully so, he should be angry with me and things and stuff and whatever. It happened. It all happened. It happened to us. Okay, it happened to us. But all of it, at the end of it, happened for us because we learned so much. But moving forward, just a minute. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting where I am. Okay, so after that, now I come up and I have the stroke because now I'm fucking stressed. I am so stressed, beyond fucking stressed. It's been a year with the system that didn't really work with me to help me understand what I needed to do to get out of this nervous breakdown, bullshit, crap system, right? So then I got to go to court, but I've had a stroke, but I got to go to court. So my girlfriend, Jeannie, steps in. She goes to court for me, and I don't know what's going on. I still, to this day, don't really know what happened or whatever. I was fighting for my life in the hospital. And this is where a lot of times I forget what I went through because I just don't look back. I take it as a lesson learned and move forward, right? This is how I live my life. So now I have the stroke. This part of my body was not working. Kira found me on the floor. That's another story too that we'll get heavy detailed about. But she found me on the floor and I'm like, bring me a chair. And she's like, Mom, I think you're having a stroke. I said, I'm not having a stroke. Just bring me a chair. I can't get up. I need some help. So she brings me a chair and I'm trying to get the fuck off the floor. And I can't. And she's, Mom, I think you had a stroke. I was like, don't call the ambulance. It's going to cost money. That's the only thing. I don't have any money. Don't call the ambulance. And in the meantime, my mom calls. And Kira says, I think Mom's having a stroke. She's telling me not to call the ambulance. She says, call the fucking ambulance. So Kira calls the ambulance. My parents make it to my house before the ambulance. And I live about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the hospital. Thank God for that. So the guys come in. And they're going to take me off the floor and they're going to take me to the hospital. But they can't get the gurney in and they can't get the chair in. So they got to take me out on a chair from the kitchen and bring me outside to put me onto the stretcher to put me into the ambulance. Now, at this point, I know I'm going in the ambulance. And I'm like, I'm excited. I'm talking. I'm excited. I'm going in the ambulance. I always wanted to be in the ambulance. And that's all I remember. Now I'm in the hospital. And this is where my memory's coming back, is that I'm in the bed, I'm in the ICU, I guess, and everybody's talking about whether or not I should take the pill that retro or reacts or takes away the stroke, right? I can't remember all that medical jargon, but there's that shot you can have, and it'll bring you back or kill you, pretty much, right? So, who's your power of attorney? And I'm like, Kira. And Kira's 19. And I said, here's my power of attorney. And my mom's there with her, and they're like, okay, so it's up to you guys. Shot, no shot. And Kira's like, ah. So Kira goes out with my mom, and they discuss it. And, then she comes in, and I'm like, just take the shot. Let's just do the shot. Do the shot. I'm calling my own shots. Do the shot. So we get the shot. And I come back, okay? So I'm starting to come back. My body's coming back. But anyway, I then don't go to St. Joe's. I don't go because Brianne drives from BC with her men to come and see me. Like, good on that one, DJ. Good. Yeah. And they came down, right? They came down, and Kier's there, and Jack's there. Everybody's there. There's support, there's love, there's enough things. I don't have to do stairs. I'm good. So the kids make a bedroom for me downstairs. I go home, okay? I go to stroke school for about a month. So you go in and you gotta like put things together and small motor skills shit and how's your brain. And so I didn't get my license taken away. I didn't do all that stuff. I didn't go into the St. Joe care system. And I came out like this. I'm good, okay? But with that, no pain. You have a heart attack? Pain. No pain. So there's nothing to poke me, to remind me that I gotta fucking slow down, okay? And I'm still in that mentality. I'm sorry. I know I kind of strayed, but it's all about the power, right? This whole time I'm fighting. I just keep fighting. I've gone bankrupt in the meantime. All these things, right? And I lost my dad in 2016. I had the stroke or the nervous breakdowns in 17. Had the stroke in 18. Now I'm down for a while. And I really needed that downtime. So like I said, all these things, did they happen to me? Or are they happening for me? Because I got to wake up. The life I was leading was not the life that I was supposed to be leading. I was supposed to be in a different place. But leading up to that place, I needed to be in all of those things to come to here, okay? I needed to be with my husband. So I knew what love was. I understood what all those things were. I needed to be with him so I could find myself and find my inner Heidi, my songs, my beat, my music, my voice. I had 2 beautiful children with him, and life was not always bad. I mean, it was good. I'm not saying anything bad. Things happen. They happen for a reason, and now I understand all of it. So I'm sharing this stuff because I have my power, and I can share that with confidence. I am not afraid to tell the truth. Now we come to here, and that was 2018, the stroke. This is 2023. That's only eight and a half years, okay? And it seemed like a while, but it seemed like yesterday. I'm here. I'm proud to be here. I am excited. Like I said, I am so freaking happy because I found myself, and I want to help you find you. It doesn't matter if you're with somebody. You can still find yourself if you got a mate, a spouse, a friend, whatever your lifestyle is. You can still find yourself. I mean, I had to find myself through hurtfulness and anguish and disruption and dysfunction and, whatever. But I found myself. And because of all of that, I am the strength that I am today. And I am the power of me. And you are the power of you. Okay? So, I'm going to shut up about that. I'm going to tell you what's coming. Okay? Now, I told you about the TikTok. Go look that up because it's our singing. It's not a debut, but I mean, it's a little piece. I told you I want to give you a little bit because that's all I can give you right now. Podcasts are coming. That's where we're going to talk lots, talk long. It's going to be good, okay? Because we want to get into the meat. We want to talk about the shit. I don't want to just tell you, here I'm glazing over it, putting a nice little honey on it, sugaring it up. When we talk podcast, it's from here. It's real and it's reactive, okay? I think about some stuff before I sit and then I let it fly. Like I said, I let the universe just talk because I have the stuff. It's in there. I'm hoping it's coming out all right. I know sometimes I sound a little cryptic, a little weird, especially if you just come in halfway and you don't really know what's going on. The first 18 episodes I put out there, whatever it is, right? So, the power of you. The power of you. Talking to myself and trying to talk myself out of what I want. Because I was sad. It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. What am I doing? What am I trying to do? I'm not tired anymore. I'm not drinking all the time. This is good. This is good for me. I feel better than I felt in my whole freaking life. And I want to share that with you. And I keep trying to share that with you. I don't want to sound, anyway. Like I said, all the things that happened to me happened for me, not to me. It all made me who I am today. And all through my life, I had the right to change anything at any time because I had the choice. I didn't choose. I chose to stay where I was. But it was out of love, okay? I stayed there because of love. I stayed there because I knew in the beginning I had something, and it was wonderful. But we all get lost, and that's okay. I stayed a little too long, and that's okay too. But we're both doing a lot better, okay? Now, podcast, that's when we're going to get heavy, crazy, fun. I don't have the website up and running yet, okay? The podcast is going to come out as soon as I have enough information and things and people to continue and do what I want to do. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to come on with Heidi through Zoom, or you're on Zoom and you're talking, but we don't have to show your face, we can cover that up. However it is, that's going to be comfortable for you. If you're in town, we can sit in my freaking living room and do it. Have coffee, wine, whatever you want. I don't care. This is about you. We want to share stories. We want to share your life. How did you do this? How did you forgive that? How did you feel when this happened to you? Because that's what it's all about. Mental health. Talking about the real shit. Getting it out. Getting a different perspective. That's why I'm here. If you want to be a part of that, please hit me up in the comments below, okay? Hit it up so I know you're interested. So I'm not just wasting my time spinning my wheels. It's the start, people. And you're going to help because you're a part of it. I told you. Together, we're going to change the world. Later.